Hi, welcome back to our channel. We're the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Colleen.
And I'm Corrin.
And we're a mother-daughter stitching team.
Good job. She was very nervous about this. So we've been doing Flosstube for almost a year. So it's exciting.
Right. We started in April, right?
Mm-hmm. So we have our first giveaway, not first, but a big giveaway for having 300 subscribers. And if you want to get in on that, watch Flosstube number 30. We'll be doing our drawing on March 30th.
Mm-hmm. And we're almost at 3:30.
Yeah, we're getting there. But so this weekend, if you watched last week, you knew that I was taking an anniversary trip with my husband. That went well.
You should have been using the mug that you got.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to. He bought me a mug as a souvenir. Our bed and breakfast had mugs and coasters in the room for us to use, and I bought a matching one.
Did you tell about the whole upgrade?
No, I didn't. But yeah, we got upgraded for free into a cottage because nobody needed it. And since it was our anniversary and stuff, she was kind enough to upgrade us.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a spa tub and spa shower. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. And heated towel rack. Heated floor too in the bathroom. We had to turn that off though. It was too warm. But the spa shower had 6 faucets.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Little side note, while they're enjoying this warmth, and this was like, what was it, like 2 days ago? It was like, I'm in shorts and I'm sweating, and now it's all like, oh, putting on sleeves and everything. Well, I actually wore no sleeves today. But while they're enjoying this warmth and taking hot showers, remember hot water heater, and we're suffering like that. We had no warm air.
They had no heat and no hot water.
And with all the leaking, like something else started leaking, so we had to keep up with that, and that was like every half hour.
Yeah, it was pretty bad when we got back. But our hot water, we got a new one on Monday. Mm-hmm. We're getting a water softener to help prevent all of this. So
that's so great.
Yay! My husband finally agreed to that, so that was a good thing. I don't think we really understood what all we needed it for, before.
And the work people, they left one of their tools. It's ginormous. And
he texted yesterday and said, did I leave it behind? So Colleen went down and got it. We looked around,
and then Lauren was standing in there too. She's like, you mean that? And I was like, how come it's been like 3 days. How did we not see that? It was big.
Yeah, and it had a serrated edge, so he called when he was like almost here so we could put it on the porch.
Because I didn't want to put it like in our foyer where the dogs could like...
So that was our eventful weekend. But on that trip, I walked 7 miles.
Was that in the one day?
In one day, yeah. So our bed and breakfast, they asked, what we're going to do. Well, there's not really anything I wanted to actually do because I don't want to go shopping and in places. Mm-hmm. So I said, we're actually planning some, not hikes, but walks. And we told him where, and he said, did you look into the one right outside here? I'm like, where? He goes, literally, you walk on our sidewalk and you're on the trail. So it's a 12-mile Lancaster trip, I believe, but if you go from our bed and breakfast into the neighboring town, it was supposed to be exactly 4 miles. And he told us a nice little cafe we could eat at. He said people had done this the week before. And we're like, oh, that sounds good. So we got out walking, and we were probably 2.5 miles there.
Oh,
I was dying.
That's right. So they had the place in mind, but then they stopped at this other place.
Well, that wasn't even at 2.5 miles yet. This was still on the trail.
Oh.
And it was a paved trail. So it was not a lot, but my feet were killing me. I wore the dumbest sneakers. Yeah, dumbest sneakers ever. They were my New Balance.
Oh, New Balance.
The ones I gave you.
She gave me them.
They're a little wide for me. So my feet were swimming and just so stinking uncomfortable. And my husband was like, why are you wearing these? Should we just turn around? Because I have arthritis in my feet. So I was like, no, I can push on. I want to get to lunch.
Yeah.
I just need to eat. And I was a little shaky from needing to eat. I didn't eat much breakfast. So we got there into town, and there was this place called Coffee and Cream. Well, who doesn't like coffee and ice cream? So they had paninis.
Right, but now you hear it, coffee and cream almost sounds like the creamer to your coffee.
Which is why they do
exactly. Oh, but it also is ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
But
they sell Turkey Hill ice cream.
Right, when they said it, I was like, oh, cream as an ice cream. I actually didn't think about coffee and the creamer.
Yeah. So it was really nice, and we ate paninis there outside. You order outside, they bring it out to you. So it was really, really nice. And then there's a little, you could go see the river right there across the street. So we went down to that for a little bit. And then we turned around and walked back. So it was 3.5 miles since we went to the closer place.
And then back. That was the...
So 7 miles till we got back. I was so tired. I was like, how am I supposed to put on my Jimmy Choos for our special dinner?
Right.
And I am going to put a picture in here.
Oh, right. It's your anniversary picture. Or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm going to write this down. Anniversary pic. Because we got dressed up. My husband never used to dress up on Valentine's Day and our anniversary, and I'd always be like, come on, we're going out to special dinner. Nobody dresses up. Well, this year he goes, I don't care if nobody else dresses up. So that was fun.
He was wearing his shoes.
Yeah, he was wearing his shoes.
So that was Saturday night. Friday night, and if you didn't know this, Shady Maple is the biggest smorgasbord. Well, it's the buffet. That's smorgasbord. It's Dutch buffet or whatever.
In the United States?
In the United States. And we have it in Pennsylvania. Like,
yeah.
That's cool.
So we went there for dinner, and again, I do remember telling you guys this. So that was really nice. I wore my shield in, and I sat down at the table, and then my husband was able to just bring my food to me. So that was nice. And then went back to our room. I don't know what we did. I cross-stitched a little bit. So I also am going to put a picture of my stitchy spot.
Oh, there was a chair right there for her.
It was wonderful. So this is so, so cool. If we didn't have the cottage, we wouldn't have had this. So off to my side here was a fireplace in the wall.
You didn't get a picture of that.
I did, but it didn't get it with me. So I'll put that in also. So this wall fireplace, a little rocking chair, and I mean not little this way, little this way. So I could touch the floor.
Right. Oh.
So we walked right in. I put my bag right there. I went, hun, I found it. I had brought my little art light. I set that up on the nightstand, plugged that in. And I had my mag eyes, and they worked.
So you took both projects, like we had said, but
and
you
I only
worked
on
on
Mulan.
But anyway, speaking of being little, we're tiny people. What's your shoe size?
Okay, so if you want to go by my dress shoes, in like my Jimmy Choos, the expensive European sizes, I wear 4.
Oh, okay. Well, regular shoes.
But that's a lady's 4, not a kid's 4, because a kid's 4 is equal to a women's 6. Just like a kid's 3 is equal to a women's 5. So I can wear a kid's 3.
I think I am a 3, but I have wide feet. That's why I got the sneakers.
Yeah, so she got the... And she's like, I like these.
And I like sandals, but sandals look awful on me because I can't fit them.
Yeah. It's not a mean tease, I promise. But we tease her that she has hobbit feet. Because they're bigger at the top.
TMI, I do have a little hair on my toes.
I wasn't talking about that.
I know, but true. That would make sense.
That's the Jewish part of our heritage. So.
Skip that part.
Bed and breakfast photos. I will put in my stitchy spot. I even got a picture of me looking all crazy with my mag eyes. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you enjoy that. But yeah, that was a great weekend.
Yeah, that's what we did in our week.
My husband wanted to do a little shopping for himself, for his hobby, and I don't enjoy his hobby. So I said, if you leave me here, I will be more than happy if you just go. He's like, I don't want to leave you on our anniversary. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. You'll be happy. We're happy. So it worked out. All right. Okay. What is your whips?
Okay. Well, let's look in the order, I guess.
She's actually been keeping track. Look at her go.
Yeah, look. I have bad handwriting. Anyway, so I'll show you Fans of the Far East. Oops.
Yeah, made me coffee in my stitchy mug, by the way. Half cap.
Okay. I actually got a lot from what I did work on the other week. Last week, technically. This week. But I got all that pink in. And I started in the brown. I feel like there's enough. What other color am I working on?
You gotta do it this way.
Black. I'm working on black.
How am I gonna do this? Okay. I think I have this positioned right now so you guys can see really well.
I'll show that like after those whips. I just worked on this a bit. My fat cat with shells. I don't have a summary of how many I worked on. Probably like a little bit over 100. But that is definitely coming along. What else? Guess what came out?
I got texted today. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Yeah, you can say that later. Miss Cherry Blossom.
Woohoo.
Okay. I got some of that.
This is the back?
The bright, yeah.
See, she stitches nicely too.
Oh, you have a nice back, yes.
So you have to kind of question whether it's the front or the back.
You gotta lift it up although it's not on the back. Like,
Yeah, so.
okay.
I'm trying not to block you.
Look at that pink, the brighter pink. That's what I was working on. And, oh, I'm so happy. But all these gaps in places.
Oh, I thought it was red. That's pretty.
And mostly this is gonna, it'll look like a pink, but there's a lot of orange in the dress actually. But what was I saying? Yeah, all these gaps, they're the beads, so I'm gonna have to wait until they're done. Oh, well, that's planned. So, okay. Anyway, I wanted to show because if I have shown the pattern, I'm not showing the pattern, but just the bigger piece of paper it is. I have started keeping it because when the dogs walk on it, that's very upsetting, and I bend them or stick it into my legs. I'm keeping it in this folder.
Anybody recognize Lisa Frank?
Lisa Frank, like, and yes, I've had this since I was like 12 for school. So
Yeah, but that came out when I was a kid.
Right, but I don't see Lisa Frank anymore. So yeah, okay. I guess I'm just showing all my whips.
Sure, why
Okay.
not?
Well, I'm done with these. Oh, guess this one. Goose Girl got, I think, 1 day of work on that.
Yeah, because you put her away today.
I think I did it. I got 243 stitches yesterday. Yeah, Mystery Blossom got like 4 days. 4 days. What? What was I working on? I don't feel like I had anything done. Okay. So anyway, I got that border, that all the way done. So I'm gonna work on the top, but I do have green that I'm working in the bottom, and I should be like closely done with that.
Nice.
Okay. I guess I could show
That's
this one,
when we're racing to finish by Mother's Day.
which is like 40 something days because I'm not going by May 1st, but like May 9th. Okay.
Right.
This is what came out today. And I called it Christmas. It's kind of like you call it Merry 25th?
Merry 25, yeah.
That it's almost like I took it like a challenge from a group or something. You have to fit the criteria.
Make it fit the prompt.
Right. So, Winter Quakers.
Winter's Christmas.
I didn't want to work because I said it's holiday. I did not want to work on my boring Merry Christmas doll because my Jim Shore puppy is on Whip Go. I'll work on that then. And I've already just worked on Jim Shore Kitty, and that's like all my Christmas ones. So,
Whereas my Merry 25 is going to be Christmas in London like all the time.
right.
But not today because
One more thing.
plans.
I'm going to take a lot of time because I have stuff. I'm just going to do most of my stuff. Anyway, here's what Winter Quakers will look like. And I'm going to show you a notebook. I just took a tiny little notebook. It's going to be glary because it's like reflective.
Prismatic.
Okay. I'm putting, because I would just use a tablet and the pages would rip off because it's just the top. I'm just going to write the date and just count the stitches because I want to add it up and then put it into this thing. So I have my Fat Cat, Mystery Blossom. I gave her 2 pages because that's way like forever. Goose Girl, only giving her 1 page because she'll
So close to being done.
like 1 page. And then my Winter Quakers. So
Good.
this whole notebook will be dedicated to that instead of like
Very
my
nice
plans.
idea. Very nice idea.
One more whip. It's gonna take me a bit to get it out or something, but because I'm running up the yarn. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta leave enough yarn to bind off.
You'll have to tell me how much, but I still have plenty.
Like
But
how
I
much
just
you
want to
used to
show
cast on.
how I got it, how I kept it when I was not working on it for almost like a week. Okay, real quick. But I think it's close to being taller than me. Let's unravel it. Woohoo! Oh yeah, and I got to my next color.
I love how I don't know that any colors have repeated until just now.
No, well, actually, this isn't the same color as that.
Oh, this is more of a purple blue.
Mhm.
Well, here, we'll slowly. You know what?
Those are 2 colors.
I know.
Yeah.
Here, I'll hold it like this and you slide it up.
Wait, I did it.
Yeah, so you can see the colors.
It's twisting.
I know. I don't know if you can see the sparkles in there, but it's definitely a nice, pretty sparkle.
And near the end.
Nice.
Okay, so it's
We'll
gonna
just pull it out. I don't want to hurt you or hurt your project.
my poor knitting. 'Cause knitting to me is very delicate. Like,
Well, it's the thread we chose. Yarn.
no, just the way it is.
Not my dishcloth yarn. which is why that is not dishcloth yarn. I guess you figured that out.
Okay, so I'm done with all
With
that.
this.
Yeah.
All right, so while I was away, the next clue in Christmas wreath came out. I only got 100 stitches, but I thought I'd show you just because it's pretty. And if you're on the fence about whether you want to, if you haven't started this and would like to, or just wanted to know what it looked like, this is the Christmas wreath stitch along from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I really am enjoying this. I don't know how much more I'm going to be working on that for now. I do need to finish it soon because this goes along with plans. But today it was released, our first
Stitch along?
It's the first clue of the stitch along for Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery.
So it was
Cozy
released
Cafe.
around maybe 1 o'clock.
Yes, that's what time they normally do.
And I'm suffering because it's like 10 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, so we're going to start this after this because I've been suffering through the entire day. And she was like, are we going to do Flosstube before or after?
Yeah, because I figured once we started, we didn't want to put it down.
Yeah, so I won't give
And, yeah, it's Cozy Cafe by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery.
It's all, but I'm not going to show it right away then. We never showed that.
Oh, yeah. So, they, we had doctor's appointments. I had a doctor's appointment today, and my middle daughter had an endocrinology appointment for her diabetes. So, we've been away. Anyway. Mulan. I got like 1,500 stitches in her. I am very, very pleased.
That's 50%, correct?
I am. I'm at like 55%, I believe. I am still slated to finish by the end of December. Yay! And finish that Mulan. So, I got some of this in, more dark, a lot down in here, and a little bit over here. So, I definitely want to get 600 more stitches because that gets me to my next goal for the project for Semi-Sane, where you pick a project a month. So this is my focus project for that. So I'll get my next goal for that. And then that'll be 4,000 stitches, which is exactly what I want for every month to be able to finish by the end of the year. So I am there. I'm hoping that this next piece amazes you. Because
I'm liking it.
yeah. I hate yellow. Like, I don't like yellow. That bothers me that pen has yellow.
You didn't like yellow enough, and it was, I would say a mustard yellow. Our dining room was a yellow, and it's like sky blue now. We painted it like.
I'm not a blue lover, but to me, blue is a neutral color. Like you can put.
How much was it? Because there's our kitchen blue.
Yeah,
we didn't paint our kitchen that way.
No.
Right.
So I wanted something paler. So the day my husband was packing up the truck and moving things over here, I didn't even tell him. I went and bought blue paint, and I painted the dining room before he even got here because that mustard yellow was just cringy to me.
It's weird to have those memories. And then, so we moved in. I was almost 5 because it was on Alan's birthday. So I was, yeah. But yeah, having all these memories of like, we lived in the apartment.
Yeah,
but I was
you don't
so
mention many
young.
memories. So why I mentioned the yellow is because this bell, at first I was like, oh, it's more brown. But the more I look at it, the more I love it.
And
like, I love this project. There is nothing about this that I don't like.
you're glad you have the whole series.
I bought the whole series. I am so thrilled. And I'm not allowed to start another one until this is done. For obvious reasons.
This won't be very long.
Yeah, it won't be long. I've already gotten 6,000 stitches in this. So my Myth and Magic Stitch Wars is doing really well. As is the Dragon, Dynasty of Dragons. So this is Beast. He's a shadow. So it's strictly the Beast. And then under here is going to be the Rose. I guess I should show you, huh?
Oh, the rose.
Yeah, there's going to be the Rose. And it's going to be red. So it's going to be super pretty. I get so many compliments in these games that I do, like, what pattern is that? That's so pretty. Or on Whip Wednesday in different groups.
Her collarbones, because there's no back stitching. The collarbones are interesting because it's just one stitch. But...
yeah. I can't say enough. Primitive hair. My new favorite. Like, I get so many compliments. Even at the doctor's office, I pulled it out. Yeah, I pulled it out. I was stitching in the waiting room. And I quick put it away when they called my name. And when I went back to the room, you know, I had carried my bag and it was just kind of sticking out. She didn't say anything. And then she did my blood pressure and everything else. And then as she walked past it, she's like, oh, that's really pretty. I'm like, oh, thank you.
That's the first time our lights just flickered, like on the video. If you saw that.
Yeah, we apologize. Our basement lights are not the best.
I'm surprised. Like, you down here at least once a day or something, it'll flicker off 3 times. We're lucky through in the Flosstube, it's never come off. So
we apologize.
So it doesn't come off.
If it goes off, we'll like re-record that section or something. So I'm inserting this here in the middle because I don't want Colleen to know about this. She doesn't watch these when I edit them, and she doesn't watch them when they're done. So this is 100% Colleen free. She graduates this year, and it's like 10 weeks from today. So I opened a mailbox, and I will put our address in the description underneath. My request to you all is if you could give her a card shower. She's graduating at the end of May, and we're going to have a special party, just family. She wants to do it up at my parents' church, which is fine by me. So that means like 0 friends will be at her graduation, but we'll have a graduation party afterwards with family, with cake. And if you all would be so kind to send cards, I'm going to put together a basket of cards, and then I'll record her opening them so you guys can see that. But you all are her community, and you're her family, and this is what she looks forward to. She's become a different person since Flosstube. She's watching a lot more Flosstubers with me. It's like we get to know you, and you get to know us. Obviously, we share a lot about our personal life, and I apologize if that oversteps bounds for some of you, but we feel like we know you, and some of the people who comment a lot on our videos. We're so blessed to have you as part of our lives, and if you would be so kind as to send her a graduation card, that would mean the world to her. I know it would. Number 1, getting mail is always exciting when it's not bills. But yeah, number 2, you're her people. And when I talked to my husband about opening the box, you know, he asked me how much it was, and I told him. He's like, well, that's not bad. And I told him why. And he's like, oh, I think that would mean a lot. So even my husband, just her personality, she's an introvert, and she comes alive on these videos. That's why I said about her changing a little bit. She's a lot more comfortable with herself now since she started doing Flosstube. I even watch her with people, conversations at church. I mean, she joined choir. Like, she is definitely coming out of her shell, and it's amazing. And I think that it's just, she's becoming comfortable, and she's becoming an adult. She is 18. So that's just my little plea. If you would please be willing to send her a graduation card, I think that'd be awesome, especially seeing stamps and postmarks from everywhere. And I understand it's expensive, and I'm asking a lot if you're overseas, but yeah, she loves those comments that our watchers in England make. Even if you want to write an email, I will print that and put it in the card. Our email will be below. It always is, GraceNotesStitchers@gmail.com. So yeah, if sending a card is just like way too expensive, write her a special note just for her. I would love that. She would love that. But I'm going to end this. Bye.
That's your hair.
Do we have any other plans?
Other than tomorrow, well, is that
tomorrow we are hoping to walk. So I gained a little weight when I went off my one medicine. My diabetic has gained some weight in the past year that the doctor's not thrilled about. My youngest feels like she's gained a little.
I'm at where I was usually,
so that's not bad,
before quarantine, like that, like a year ago. I'm pretty much the same.
But we are not exercisers.
You're not active people. Like,
yeah.
Super.
So we are
gonna get out,
get in shape a little bit, just walking the trails again like we did last summer. Last summer we didn't make the kids go with us. This year we are.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So we've got a little voluntary. Started getting equipped, which I can just real quick show. Socks.
We got them some
active socks. So she said I can't show my, like, pull my foot up or anything. So this is the color I'm wearing right now. But this brand is the Saucony.
S-A-U-C.
Like Saucon Valley or something.
Yeah. But it was pretty cool because I got them all the same. And they're small for our small feet.
I do want to tell this genius thing though. So middle, my first youngest sister, she likes black. So then the color,
The middle girl.
main theme. I mean, I'm a middle child too. I mean, yes, she's the middle girl.
Right.
Yes. Anyway, so it was, all right, you're choosing between gray or white.
Because the middle one got the black.
So I asked my youngest sister, do you want white or gray? So she's just like, white. So I got the gray, which I'm totally fine with. And
So they're all the same, like with bright colors, but all of this is black or white.
so my socks had come yesterday. Theirs had come today. So we were wearing other socks. And when they tried theirs on, we pointed out that, I don't know how to like to say,
The socks I already had on for today.
I was wearing plain gray, there was plain black, and there was plain white. For
Yeah.
the people who got what?
Yeah. And mine that I got for myself are black, white, or gray, but they're all pink. All the accents are pink on mine. So I got lots of pink.
And we do have same socks of just the regulars. So,
But we do this because they all have the same
the
size feet.
laundry, like you can't tell. And even with like
Because I wear kid socks.
dad, brothers socks.
So these are ladies small. So if you have a small foot, Saucony, if you want a running sock, these
I mean,
are
I
great.
picked this. I was like, this is huge. It's not.
So they're happy.
Uh-huh.
We ordered Colleen some trail shoes, sneakers, so that she has some good support. And then the two younger ones said they don't want any.
Right.
But we got them backpacks to carry their water bottles because that's the biggest thing. My girls carry reusable water bottle everywhere they go.
Middle sister's gonna be carrying 2 bottles.
Yes, she drinks a lot, and she already has 2 water bottles. So we just decided, let's get them backpacks. We were going to get 2 backpacks, just take turns carrying them. And then I said to my husband, because, everyone's getting their stimulus check. And I just said, I want to do something healthy with it.
There our lights came off.
Sorry about that. It's going to be like we could just cut back in. Our lights did go off. So our light switch doesn't stay on all the way.
So,
it's weird.
Is it Lutron? Like all the other, except, I think it's just this floor.
Yeah, we didn't get them in. We don't have dimmers.
It's a tap light. It turns on.
That's the rest of the house. Yeah.
This is...
Yeah. So, what was I saying about, healthy. And yeah, we were going to just do 2 backpacks. And then I said to my husband, if the girls really want their own, because they're colors, their favorite colors, I said, do you mind? And he said no, because we found these really good backpacks. They were a brand that he thought would be good for hiking. And I'm looking at them, like $200. I'm like, well, we were able to find them under $50. The same brand, different style.
What is the brand? It's
Osprey.
Osprey.
Yeah, so we found them on Amazon for under $50. So that's really good. And we were really happy with that. And so they're each getting their own backpack. And got them. We went to Kohl's, used my coupons, getting them new leggings.
And I got some blue shirts.
Blue. Like
blue. My favorite blue.
Very blue.
I gotta wear my blue scrunchie with that.
So I had these last week and left them at the top of the steps, so I didn't show these to you. Ooh, and this one. These are my dinky dyes from
This. Gorgeous.
I didn't get them from
Not from Margaret?
yes, I got them from Margaret. So this is Natural Twilight, which I think I got 2 Twilight. I did. And then what color are you holding, honey?
Ocean Pines.
And this is Ocean Grove. So I'll hold these up with the board. So with Margaret, if I didn't say this before, if you email her, you get a better deal than if you buy from her eBay store. So I always email her. And I should next week have her new sale list.
Right, she gets them out really quickly.
She did. I just ordered more because that's why I'm where I am on this. I have no more toffee. By the way, that is Toffee by Gentle Arts. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And when I first looked at it, I was like, ew, I can't believe that's Belle's dress. And then when I started stitching with it, I'm like, ooh, that's Belle's dress. I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, so I do have more threads coming so I can get that. But I decided, instead of a thread of the month club, because I always do called for colors.
Right.
Like 99% of the time it's called for. If it calls for specialty threads, I'm buying the specialty threads. And I'm going to throw a little thing out here about the whole CXC thing. So I guess here's where I stand with it. If I'm willing to spend $250 on a skein of Gentle Arts to get the desired effect, maybe I shouldn't be skimping on my DMC.
Yeah, because we always treat DMC like it's the lowest.
Right.
I want to compare it to cars, like everything and like all that. But you know, your car is nice. No matter what it is.
Yeah. So I don't know. My husband on vacation, I took some to wrap, and I showed it to him, and he's not real happy with me that I spent any money on it. And he's like, you know, you can resell it. So I don't know. And Joann's is having a sale, so PSA here. You can go to Joann Fabric and get, I think it's 43 to 45 cents a skein if you're looking for DMC. And we had more haul last week that we forgot to show.
I think this was like 3 weeks ago. Oops. I'll take it out of the plastic.
Okay. Our needle minder skein.
But we told how we ordered them. We did, yeah, I remember that. So we never showed them. But anyway, I love them on the card. And I just realized when it's the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, even with their logo, they don't even have to make the pumpkin look frosted. I've always thought it was like frosted, but what makes it the frosted? But
I don't know.
The macaron's so cute.
No idea. So our Fiberlicious order came again while I was gone. This child, I swear.
I had 7 packages. I was like, wait. No, that wasn't a huge spread, but still, I had to wait.
She's like, please, can't I just open it? I'm like, no. So when we got home, like, I opened the package and tilted it and let her pull it out.
She was like, pull out one. And I started pulling. She's like, oh, that's all of them. I was like,
yeah, it was all in the same. Because I was just going to have to do one at a time. So please don't get mad at me. I don't remember what I bought these for. So this is London Blue 18 count Ada.
Maybe you said it. And then
I did say what the one was for. Caramel Brulee 28 count Lugana.
Like maybe you said it and then
I knew I measured, I knew exactly what projects these were for. I just didn't write them down. And that was very foolish of me. Go ahead, tell them what this is for.
Cookie. Can you guess what it is? Mother's Day. Paris Quaker. Right? Paris Quaker? Eiffel Quaker?
Eiffel Quaker.
Yeah. Oh,
this is for a Paris sampler, Eiffel Quaker from Jordan Privé. I'm stitching on the blue. She's stitching on the pink. And we're using the fancy silks.
A comparison. Miss Cherry Blossom is not the same shade.
This is more orangey or peachy.
So I'm happy that I won't be working on the same kind of.
And this is also 32 count Lugana.
Is that a Lugana? I used to work on Lugana.
Yeah. And then both of my fabrics of the month came this already.
Oh.
So
gorgeous.
Fiberlicious. Yeah, I'm going to open this one up. No, this isn't the one.
Right.
So this is 32 count Lugana. Oh, I'm sorry, Jobelin. This is Jobelin.
Your fabric of the month is. Oh, this is the Road.
Yeah, that's from Road. So this one is a little different. It's going to have to be an ultra special project for this one. You'll see why in just a moment.
You have to use it on that side.
Oh, I've never had one-sided Ada.
So go ahead, say the title.
It is Pink Marble Sunflower Printed Fabric. And it's 18 count Ada.
Oh, because that's where it's from.
Yeah, it's sunflower printed.
Look at this.
No wonder it's like that. So I've never had anything quite so
maybe a vertical piece. Like
yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do on this.
To me, like the lighter colors,
it's very busy.
They look like little islands.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got pink ocean.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're doing on this one.
I mean, it's gorgeous. And that's an Ada.
Yeah, it is Ada. So I got time, right?
You know,
I don't have any new starts planned.
Find like patterns we like, and then we're always like, oh, I just have to get fabric for that. We never can. I'm not saying it's forever, but it's always like my stash won't work for that.
Yeah, why is that? But you know, like for Mania, we took from stash, so that is a goal.
So for this Mania, I'm mostly doing kits because I'm not gonna just go.
Because she's old enough to start buying her own.
And I don't have much because I don't have a job yet.
Although, next Christmas, are you doing a Fabric of the Month club?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think that one through? I told Dad you might.
Maybe.
Instead of her blessings box.
Right. Because I don't think I'm gonna stop cross stitching anytime soon.
Right. And why not build the stash while you live at home?
Sure.
Not that I wouldn't send it to you.
Here's another memory. You didn't know you liked Hannah's hashtag.
I wrote that down. Where'd that paper go? I
Didn't have it.
had some things written down. So yes, the one thing is Hannah's hashtag for
Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace by Tilton
Crafts.
Crafts. If you would like to join us, it's going to be hashtag Amazing Grace, the little piano key emoji, Sal.
Yes, SAL.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. For on Instagram or for on.
And you're starting that in January.
Based on Facebook. Oh, my brain today, I'll tell you. Yes, we're going to start January. Well, yay. Because this whole no new starts that people are doing, they started December 13th of last year. So they're only running it to December 13th of this year. So they're talking about doing a 12 days of Christmas where they get to start a new start every day for 12 days.
I'm not saying this is gonna be people, but it's just like when the 14th hits, right? It'll start on the 14th then.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, I've been wanting to start things.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
so worth it.
Hannah said that might be her first new start. So, woohoo, Hannah, I'm so excited and I can't wait. If you don't know who Hannah is, Hannah Dowling. She has her own Flosstube channel and she's my new bestie, whether she knows it or not.
We got to be her first comment.
Yay, this is first week. We watched her video 7 minutes after it got put up. So that was really exciting to us. And if you don't want to listen to our chatter, you can go now because I know I'm going to ramble. But I had written this down to tell you guys last time because sometimes people call me Colleen by mistake. Especially if you don't know which one's which. I'm Corrin, she's Colleen.
Oh, right.
But people don't say my name right sometimes. And that kind of irks me. But... oh yeah, Starbucks drive-through today, he butchered it. And I was just like, I cringed, but I'm like, yeah. He's like, Corrin. And I'm like, yes.
I feel sometimes I would just want to go, it's Corrin. Because you were trying on
Leanne winced.
Lululemon. Sorry. They have whiteboards and they wrote it. So and it was just, what's your name?
I did not buy them Lululemon, by the way.
Correct. Yeah, our shirts were $10.
Yeah. A 7.
7.
The long sleeves were 7 because I had a coupon.
So she says, Corrin, Corrin. It says it. She spelled it out.
Spelled it right. Oh, that's okay.
And then she goes into the room and the lady starts writing on the whiteboard and I'm standing, I say, no, eat. And she's like, oops, wiping it off.
But at church, like our pastor called me Colleen.
Right. And then he was calling me girl. He's like, yeah, it's great. No.
But I'll be honest, that doesn't even bother me because I named her.
Right.
So if they call me Colleen, I'm just like, it's okay.
Oh. And
I had somebody call me Barbara when I was a kid because that's my mom's name. And that didn't bother me. I had her curly hair. But Colleen doesn't bother me. And here's why. If I didn't say this before.
What?
Well, her middle name is Elizabeth, just like mine. So my husband is who picked her name. And he said, what do you think of the name Colleen? We're on the phone. He's at work. And I said, Colleen Elizabeth. I like that. And he goes, okay. So that's how we planned it. Because I knew Elizabeth is my favorite name in the whole world, that I wanted my daughter to have that name. So, and she was my first daughter. So when I looked it up, my name is English origin and it means maiden. And Colleen's name is Irish origin and it means maiden.
So your first name, but then
I don't know what Elizabeth means. I think it's like blessed by God or something.
I could something like that. Yeah, because
it's like blessed by God or something.
Because I was like, oh wait, if you're talking about Elizabeth, I was like, does both first and middle name mean maiden? But no. Okay, so it is
but
just
both of our names mean maiden.
Right.
So maiden. Call me whatever. So anyway, that's just a funny fact. But it just happened at church last week.
And
so
I love
wrote that down.
I love my sister's middle names too.
Yeah, I wanted like unique middle names. Like I've had miscarriages. I apologize if this offends anybody, especially if you've had a miscarriage and you don't like to talk about it. My very first child was a miscarriage, and I was not far enough along to know if I had a boy or a girl. So I named the baby Madison because that was a boy or a girl name.
Really?
And I liked Lee with it, which is my sister's middle name. So Madison Lee was my first child. And then I had Alan. And then I had another miscarriage before Colleen. Now, God knows what he's doing. Because, at least with Colleen, I wouldn't have had her. I would have had Dakota. Again, I didn't know if it was a boy or girl. So it's Dakota Lynn, Lynn. And then I had Colleen. But yeah, Colleen wouldn't be here. And then I had Leanne. And her name was Leanne Michelle. I knew I wanted Leanne because that's Alan's name rearranged. So it's Leann, no E.
And no Leean.
Right, because I took Alan, Allen. Of course, I only took one of his L's, but I doubled her N. So that's how I have Leanne. No capitals, no nothing. But I wanted something special. And somebody suggested the name Michelle. And I was like, oh, that's really cool, Leanne Michelle. So that's how she got her name. And then I had another miscarriage. And that one is Jordan. For the life of me, I don't know that middle name.
And I never knew, like, they didn't tell us the middle name, so I have no idea either.
Jordan Lou, maybe? Which is another one of my aunts.
Lynn, Lou.
Well, Lynn is my aunt's and my cousin's middle name. And then Lou is one of my aunt's middle names, Linda. Aunt Linda. So, then I had Lauren. And of course, all these 2 syllables that end with N. So I'm like, another 2 syllable with ends in N. And I liked Megan. And I liked Lauren. And my husband liked Gretchen. And I said, I apologize to anybody who's named Gretchen. I didn't want my baby named Gretchen. I just couldn't see it. And so we kind of agreed with Lauren or Megan. And when she was born, we took one look at her and we both were like, Lauren it is.
Lauren was an adorable
And we
baby.
actually didn't even have a middle name until the day she was born.
Right. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we just like trying to figure out names. And since they both had elegant, like Leanne, or Colleen Elizabeth, Leanne Michelle, we're like, oh my goodness, what are we doing here? And we went with Lauren Jennifer, and I just love it. And I think it suits her.
Because we had the younger. See, if I was the oldest, then our first initials, it would be Cole. But anyway, because they're both L's, they always, when they label stuff, it's LM or LJ. When we have webcams, like it was an A, it was a C, and then they always had the LM, LJ.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, and I'm going to cry out one more time. I should have done this at the beginning where more people probably were still watching. If you have any ideas how to use my Cricut, please let me know. My mom comes in 2 weeks. She's going to help me make things for cross stitch with my Cricut, and I really don't know what to tell her. She's going to help me just kind of figure out how to use it, what I can do with it. She's never used it. It's the Cricut Maker, and I do have all the blades. I am willing to go to Hobby Lobby, use my son's discount, and just spend money, but I need to know what I can do with this thing. I definitely want to make more thread drops, which again, I can use my cards.
I didn't bring them down.
We forgot a little bit of haul upstairs. It came in the same box as the socks. Go figure. But I'm willing to make thread drops. I want to make thread drops, and I'm willing to make all kinds of different kinds, because what I'm finding with my Hades, yes, I have my threads organized in my floss box, but it's getting annoying. I can't be so fast when I'm wrapping and unwrapping. And yes, I do need to be fast. If you want to know why I need to stitch faster, it's because I got 800 projects that I got to get through in my lifetime. So yeah, speed is necessary in my life.
And you're starting more as you go.
Hush up. You're not supposed to tell that.
No, I wasn't meaning that. I was saying it's not just these projects you finished. You're obviously going to start more.
Yeah, I got like 10 more Hades that I got to do. Come on, people.
Yeah. Then I was thinking Pattern Keeper. I did get all the other ones, and I got a good collection.
Yeah, and now she needs fabric for her stash. Stash. Oh, and I got a call from Fabrics by Stephanie. She's dyeing my fabric. Woohoo! And I saw in her group that she's getting it out this weekend. So hopefully ours is in it.
That might be the one I'm really excited for, because that's the opalescent.
Which is for what?
I think it's for my long dog.
It is for your long dog.
For your not a once upon a time, but it's like.
And April Whitgo gets called this week. So I have had these in my cart in Amazon for like months. And since I was placing the order for their socks, I was like,
And they know it's for cross stitch.
Yeah, it says cross stitch. So thread drops of all colors. And somebody's already trying to steal some of them.
And
She wants my blue.
I'm
giving her the yellow. I don't want to see the yellow ever
I didn't say
again.
it even. Yeah, I'm fine with yellow. I relate to yellow for some things. Like, oh, this, yeah, it's like color. Anyway, yeah, I don't even
We're
have to
just putting them
say
together.
something. I want the blue. I don't even have to say it.
No, I already know she wants my blue.
Yeah, it's a
As long as I
Cinderella. It's a
get
Cinderella
this.
blue. Hey, just do me a favor and use it on a Cinderella project.
Oh yeah. I said, how about we just use them like when we need them?
Mhm.
But yeah, so I feel like I can never have too many of these.
Mhm.
Because
And these aren't like paper they're gonna bend.
right.
I mean, worst case scenario, they're gonna.
And I'll have to put stickers on to keep my numbers because I do number them so that I know what I'm doing. But I love these for kits. Like if the kit doesn't come with one of the paper ones, I absolutely love these to keep those in order. And then what else do I use them for? Yeah, now I'm starting to use them for hate. Because then I don't always have to pull out the same color all the time. Especially when you're working a high confetti area and it's the same colors and you're trying to do the parking.
Oh, did you see my little one park tray? Because I did park too, but I had it on my cherry blossom. So I'm parking.
Yeah, we're learning a little bit of branching out. So I think we are done for today.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got our plans?
Other than this?
I'm so excited to start. We gotta start it. Anyway, so youngest sister is right now currently watching Pim's Lizzie Borden
Because we already watched
True Crime, because that was the first one I watched and then I was hooked. But anyway, tomorrow we're gonna go bowling.
Oh yeah, they're going bowling
with
the youth group.
Their youth group.
Yeah, and college age are allowed to go, so my son is going with his girlfriend. They feel like they have to babysit them. Like it's annoying.
Okay.
On that note, we're gonna tell you that she's a very nice girl. They're just whatever. You remember when you're that age, and you're like, you're in front of people. Stop.
Yeah.
But anyway,
On that note,
we're gonna say goodbye. Bye.
happy stitching.
Happy stitching.